guys, welcome to the u.g.u.e. Life. This is the u.g.u.e. Life, a really cool channel where we show you behind the scenes stuff that we shoot on the main channel. All the creepy, haunted, awesome stuff is on the main channel. But this is a peek into our lives, things outside of the paranormal stuff and the creepy stuff and the scary stuff and the bandos that we do. We have a good time. We're gonna film a lot of the trips that we go on for the main channel. We're gonna film probably some gardening stuff. I don't know, it depends on how you guys like it. And some other things, camera stuff, park stuff, all that good stuff. And of course, Savage Kitchen's coming back, guys. I know you guys have been blowing us up about Savage Kitchen. We're gonna get back to it, so don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. I don't know why I just started singing. I don't even know what that was about. But anyway, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, do all that good stuff. It helps us out quite a bit. Get ready for some awesome content coming your way. And yeah, let's get savage, guys. All right, guys, here we go. Here it is. Here is my pride and joy. What I put tons of effort in over the last several weeks is to start building this out. Like I said, it started, listen, first of all, it started with just a couple containers, a couple pots, and look where it is now. It is absolutely exploded and is actually becoming more and more and more complex as we go. So first thing, we have these angels. We're actually going to be getting 7 total angels for this garden. This is the 7 angel garden, is what we're calling it right now. There is a reason for that. That has a lot to do with some of the paranormal stuff we've been doing on the main channel, of which we're going to discuss at a later date. I'm not going to go into it on this video. I'm not going to go in. That's not what this is about. But it's something really cool, something really interesting. But first things first, I've been collecting. The house backs up to these woods back here, and there's these tons of these gigantic quartz rocks all in there. I've been collecting them to make this rock outline. This is something actually really cool. Originally we were looking at just putting maybe some mulch, maybe some grass, stuff like that down. And yeah, that evolved really quickly, because turns out tons of this stuff grows everywhere around here. So I've been collecting it, and it turns out it's actually fairly easy to transplant. And if you guys were on the last live stream we did on the main channel, bit of a running joke, I'm a bit obsessed with this moss stuff. It's actually really cool, but look how cool that looks, man. Look how cool that looks. It is looking so good. Still have a ton to put in, but I'm doing it bit by bit, not trying to, I'm kind of waiting until section by section actually takes, because it does take a little bit of time for it to actually take into the ground. But I guess I can go ahead and take you through a little bit about of what we're doing. The first things we actually planted in this garden were these daffodils, which are now gone. You can see just the green stems at this point, because the daffodils, they bloom early, bloom quickly, and they're gone. So we're just waiting for those to die out so that we can roll those back in and plant something else. Those will come back next year. And of course, look at those tulips. They are looking real good, but they are reaching the end of their life. We have a couple other newer bulbs that are coming up now. They're starting to bloom, which is really cool. All we're gonna do is, once those start to die out, we're gonna go ahead and snip those, and those are gonna do the same thing. And then we got these little baby daffodils and tulips at Wally's World. We had a really hard freeze. Those kind of took a hit. Over here, we've got some snapdragons. Those are actually starting to bloom again, which is pretty cool. So a nice pop of color. This was the very first thing that was actually already here when we started this. This is a tea olive. Olive Graham's kind of has a bit of a tradition of planting a tea olive. Of course, we're in hard packed clay. So the tree starting to come back, starting to do okay. We don't really know how that's going to work out, but we'll see. But there are some flowers in there, if you could see. It is kind of flowering, so it's doing all right. The coolest, one of my favorite ones, and turns out we had ended up getting a lot of these to actually sprout. I didn't think so many of these would come up, but we planted a lot of these Asiatic Lilies, which apparently can be up to like 4, 5, 6 foot, which is pretty insane, gigantic flowers. So those will be cool when those come up. This is our really cool bird feeder. It's got moss on it, because moss, and I have a bit of an obsession. Just recently planted these. These are the petunias. And there are some daylilies in there, which is pretty cool. These I'll talk about in a second. I'm really excited about these. These are the Amaryllas peonies, and something else I can't remember. But these are coming up now. This should be pretty cool. These should bloom by summertime. That's pretty neat. These are also one of the first things we planted here, which we had all these bulbs for. Irises. Again, we didn't think so many would come up. We planted them here, and we actually planted them over there. And they all came up, which is pretty insane. Apparently I'm good at this. I don't know. Pretty cool. This is one of the more recent addition to the track, the hummingbirds. I think these are called like fuchsias or something like that. Anyway, they look neat, so we got them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. A hanging basket of snapdragons. And that's pretty much what we have now. I still have to continue this moss this way, finish the rock wall all around. I'm kind of holding off because it's a bit of effort to collect them. And I'd rather sort of the whole thing kind of be situated, the whole garden itself be situated before I, build the thing up anymore. But it's actually pretty cool because I have to actually clear all this up, prep all the land, flatten it out, and I'm actually building mounds up and things because I want all the pots at different levels. I'm landscaping. I'm landscaping, basically. Those are pretty awesome. Those smell amazing. And these are dianthus, I think, surrounding it, which I also have here. We have this other weird plant here that the freeze decimated. So we had to pull those up and we planted these here. Some of these flowers are finished, but pretty cool colors. Ooh, get off me, ant. These are pretty cool. These are snow cone candy tough. These are starting to come up. These are pretty cool. And these are things that Graham's got us ages ago. Okay, now I brought these here. These are like solar lights, chicken and a cat, because cats. Meow. Let's see. Over here, these are actually pretty cool. These have like a vanilla scent to them. They're actually pretty neat. They're spreading. Recent addition. We're probably gonna expand this out. I mean, like I said, this thing is constantly evolving and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. It's insane. These are all the rest of the irises. Never would have thought almost every single bulb would come up like this, but it's working out. We got a issue with these ants we're dealing with right now, so that'll be dealt with here shortly. I believe those might be carpenters, which is awful. Anybody who has ever dealt with carpenter ants, they are a nightmare to get rid of. Crazy. And then that's it for like the front garden. This is pretty much ornamental, except for the fact that we have started these herbs. Now, these herbs are probably going to have to be moved into bigger pots because they've done so well. I never would have imagined that they would do so well. But we got some regular mint here. That's doing amazing. These are actually starting to bud out. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat. This we got from the grocery store. Pretty cool. This is spearmint. That's doing awesome. Then we have this lemon thyme stuff. This is pretty cool. This is regular thyme, but has this rich lemon aroma to it. This lemon scent to it. It's pretty cool. I don't know, kind of a neat thing to have. I like using thyme, but this has a nice, cool, lemony flavor to it. It smells like lemon. Over here, we got your peppermint. So that's pretty neat. It's kind of a neat looking plant. It's doing pretty good. It's starting to mound out now. Kind of smaller leaves, richer green color. Something has been digging. We got some rabbits and some squirrels and chipmunks and things. Something's been digging around in here. This right here is pretty cool. This is bee balm. Again, this is in the mint family, which is why it's just doing freaking amazing right now. And then we have lemon balm, which also has sort of a lemony fragrance, but it's more of like a lemon candy versus lemon, where the lemon thyme actually has like an actual lemon sort of scent to it. It's pretty cool. And here, of course, we've got cilantro. This is doing pretty good. I actually had rosemary right here. So the second I took that out, this decided to just explode everywhere. So now I have way more cilantro than I need. I've got to cut this back. We've got chives. These chives are doing really good. You can tell I gave it a haircut recently because I made some good stuff with it. And it's actually starting to spread a little bit. But that's actually really cool. This might actually be moved because I have leeks now. So I might try to put these together, all the alliums. And this is regular thyme. This is something we also got from the grocery store. I believe this is German thyme. I'm not entirely sure. They don't typically list what it's called, or if it did, it was on the label, which came off with the packaging. But it's doing really, really well. Just snipped it back, tried to clean out a lot of this dead stuff down here. Still working on that. We got Italian parsley, Italian flat leaf. And we got this oregano, man. Look at this. This is crazy. Just completely bushed out. Anyway, pretty cool. It is pretty wild how good all of this is doing. Now we're going to be prepping all this really soon because storms have been coming through and it's supposed to freeze again. Believe it or not around here. So gotta prep all. Something's been digging in my moss again. Acorns. I bet it was a freaking squirrel. Stinking squirrels, man. Anyway, it's just doing really, really cool. Comment below if you'd like to see kind of how to put this in and some more stuff about this. Just something fun. Just something fun. We've sort of been collecting stuff like this and things like that with moss on it. I just thought it was kind of a neat addition. Oh wow, this is actually kind of spread and stuck in there. That's cool. How about that? Huh. That's interesting. Hey, there you have it. It's pretty cool stuff. I'm hoping this will start to spread. It'd be really cool if the, whole lawn is like this, so I don't have to mow as much. But it's just something fun, something cool, something unusual, something people typically don't do a lot of. And I'm just having a good time. Look at this. We went to this really cool farm store to find her. That is one of my favorites. And we got more coming. We're gonna have a total of 7 for the 7 Angel Garden. This is pretty cool. So, all right guys, so I'm gonna take you back around. Hold on, gotta show you these, Hold on, there's more. This is a beautiful, beautiful Boston fern. You've probably seen these plenty of times. A lot of people end up killing them. This one seems to be doing super, super awesome. Typically hangs up on the porch. Right now we're trying to get at some rain. Tea olive, as you can see, I actually laid some of this. This is actually a different species. Looks like teeny tiny little ferns. Pretty cool. Has this really cool color. There's some dead stuff in here I've got to replace, but overall it's doing a pretty good job. And this beautiful tea olive. Evidently when this flowers, it smells like apricots. I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's going to be kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see. Now this is a bit of a newer addition. Of course you can see I've been locating some more rocks in the yard, collecting them, getting them cleaned. Beautiful, beautiful cherry tomatoes. These have actually grown quite a bit since I planted them the other day. I still have to snip these lower guys up, but these are doing pretty awesome. These are cherry tomatoes. Should get a nice harvest of that. And look at these, man. All of these are doing really good. These are recent additions. We got chamomile, pineapple sage. This stuff's super cool. This smells like pineapple candy. Smells awesome. This is the newer allium. It's got a little bit of shock from the transplant, but it'll come back. The chives did the same thing, but these are leeks, which should be pretty awesome. I don't remember ever having leeks, but I'd like to try it, so that's kind of cool. Then we have this beautiful, beautiful dill. Of course, it's got to be snipped back because it's getting huge. We got Thai basil. So standard garden sage, which is pretty cool. This is doing really well. It's all got all kinds of new growth. Then we have, this Emerald Tower basil, which is doing awesome. This beautiful purple basil. This is like one of my favorites, the way it looks. So super, super cool. Super cool. And then you have your box standard sweet basil, which is having some issues with, I don't know, something eating it. So I'm gonna have to spray these soon. Get out of here, seed. We don't want you here. And this is my rosemary. I gave it a haircut too, cooked with it, of course. But it's doing awesome. Recently put it in this bigger pot because I found that when it was in the front, it was sort of in those boxes up there, it was getting overwatered heavily. And these do not like a lot of water at all. Like relatively dry soil, kind of light watering, and it was starting to brown. It was starting to get root rot, showing signs of root rot. So I replaced it, and now it's doing awesome. And this is my other guy. This is my other. I'm super excited to see how these work out. First time ever growing tomatoes ever. So far doing all right. Got a little bit of issues. Something's been in here. But these are also cherry tomatoes, so ended up getting 2 of these. We do have some seeds for some regular tomatoes. We might try, but these are doing better than expected. All right, it's the next day. Guys, some new changes. First and foremost, I made a few errors in my previous planting, but that's okay. I'm learning. I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an expert at this, but so we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna learn together. So we're out here working on some stuff, getting some things done, and I just wanted to show you a quick update, show you the new stuff. I don't know. And some of the corrections, of course, because I think people need to know if you're gonna do what I do, maybe do it right the first time and not mess it up like I did, and then you have to redo it. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. All right, guys, so first things first, the cherry tomatoes have been trimmed. I just basically went in and cut some of the low-hanging branches to protect it from any potential disease. These are very prone to soil-borne diseases, so I wanted to give it the best chance possible. Gave it a bit more dirt, of course, buried it deeper, and then added mulch covering to help it out. There's a bunch of mulch. All right, next thing. These were leeks. I actually planted them all in a bunch. Don't do that. Don't do that. I had to come in and redo all of them. So now we literally have leeks everywhere. We have leeks, all the leeks. We have all of the leeks. They're everywhere. And here we go. They look kind of sad because I just planted them, but that's okay. No big deal there. And as these grow up, I'm going to be covering them because you definitely want to make sure you at least mound up or put like paper towel rolls or toilet paper rolls or whatever to make sure those whites come out beautiful and delicious. But for now, we're gonna let these get stronger, pick up. Next thing I did, of course, was I went here and I trimmed these babies back. I trimmed the flowers off. The flowers are actually really cool. Great for pollinators if that's what you want to do. If you want these to continue to bush out, you want to make sure you trim those flower buds out. I don't want this to get nice and tall. This is my Thai basil. And then as you can see, I have leeks everywhere. Leeks, more leeks. We're gonna have leeks. Oh man, so many leeks. We're gonna be eating leeks all the time. Leeks. Oops, this guy didn't get planted. How did that happen? Oops, I'm gonna plant this guy real quick. And, oh, this one didn't get planted either. Oh no, oops, all right. Well, you get to see me do it real quick, I guess. Boop. No, seed, you get out of there. Poke them in there, boop, boop. Simple as that. And we'll plant that one right there. You want 1.5 inches to 2 inches. For now, because of space, we're just gonna stick these right here. If I need to move them, I will. This cherry tomato had the same treatment. Went ahead and cut back some of the lower hanging leaves, put some more dirt in there, and mounded up with some some mulch. And this is the new addition. This is actually really cool. This is Grimm's new deal. This is actually pretty cool. This is actually this really cool solar light. Can't wait to see it light up, see how it does, but it has this really cool planter. And we had some petunias left. So we went ahead and did a couple rows of these petunias and leeks. Lots and lots of leeks. So if you haven't figured it out, we have a lot of leeks, all the leeks. Anyway, quick update, super cool. Everything's looking beautiful. It's coming together. It's coming together right now for me. Dun, 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 dun. Kate's over there quietly judging me.
No, I'm not.
You're just cold? All right, guys, that's it for the video, man. This is actually a really fun thing to shoot for us. We do a whole bunch of things like outside of like the paranormal stuff. And a lot of you guys, we kind of put our feelers out. We asked the patrons, we asked the members, we put out some community posts to see if like this kind of stuff is something to be interested in doing. I think it's real popular, especially this day and age, where people are just trying to figure out how to like save some money, do some things themselves, not have to rely on stuff, especially now when you can't always rely on going to the store and finding anything. And when you can, it's really expensive. This might be a cool way to do it. We're giving it a try. We might have to expand it because, gosh, this started from just a couple pots, couple containers, and it's exploded in this massive, massive project that's really just evolving and becoming really, really cool. Now we're talking about getting like a raised bed situation and like planting like vegetables and whatnot. So I don't know, man. Comment below if you'd like to see more of this. Maybe you'd like to know a little bit more about what I'm doing and why, kind of thing. The nitty gritty, the juicy bits about what you have to do to make these plants work. Cause I'm learning as I go. And so far it seems to be working out. Apparently I got a green thumb. You
also a woodpecker, right?
I have a woodpecker? There's a woodpecker? Oh yeah. Built up this whole bird situation because both Kate and Grams are obsessed with birds. And yeah, but it's also bringing in a lot of bees, which Kate hates bees. Kate hates all the bees. Okay, well, bumblebees are okay. Bumblebees, honeybees, they're like important. Oh, I saw my first hummingbird here. We got our first hummingbirds coming in. So now I know they're excited. I had to hang this thing up on the window so they could stand in the kitchen and watch hummingbirds coming in and out. I swear, it's all right. I'm making dreams come true. Working real hard, my hands are all dirty. It's fun. Anyway, comment, like, subscribe, of course. Again, lots coming, man. Got a ton of recipes. Savage Kitchen's coming back. We're gonna be doing parks again. We're gonna be talking about camera stuff. It's gonna be awesome. We're doubling down on the content. We're having a great time. We got a bunch of trips coming soon for the main channel content because we're just trying to do big things, fun things, cool things. Yeah, anyway, much love to you all. Of course, yeah, she loves you too. If you didn't hear that, stay strong.
Stay blessed.
Ha. Stay savage. Peace and love. Oh, new merch is out.
It's out.
New merch is out. And it's cool. I'm gonna be ordering lots of stuff. It's cool. Don't miss out. Check it out. Anyway, peace and love.
I just wanted to say thank you, Robert, for making a dream come true. For 5 years, I've dreamed of having a garden out here in this kind of garden since Florida, which is many moons ago. So thank you, honey, so much. You've made me so happy, and so proud. And I'm so proud of you and Kate. Thanks.